Hello, hello. This is Chris. Today we will be playing Baldur's Gate 3. I am currently working on a baby hat for my friend's daughter. It'll be the last one in the rainbow hat series that I've been doing. But yeah, I've made a hat for my friend. I made one for her older daughter. And I made one for her husband, and now I just have the last baby that she just had. And so doing that, last time we fought the ogres in the blighted village, and it was a stressful moment. We are now in the old apothecary in the blighted village. I might go back to the grove just to kind of sell some stuff, because I have definitely raided a bunch of things. And before I go through all the apothecary stuff and get shovel and things like that. And so today we are pretty much just gonna sell a bunch of stuff and probably read some stuff so that we can get rid of that. And then, yeah, finish up the blighted village, except for the spider, obviously. And depending on what our level is, I might go and take out the sirens. So let's actually go back to the grove and go and sell some stuff, and I'm gonna read some of the manuscripts or the books and things that we have so that we can sell those. And let's do that right now then. So yeah, we're going by type. Everything is in there. Let's see. A brush with evil on hags. Let's do that. An excerpt from A Brush with Evil on Hags, written by Elizabeth M. Soot. It has been too long, dear reader, since we last sat together. I wish it was because I've been traveling far and wide, working to bring you more tips and tricks on how to triumph over evil. Alas, that was not the case, for I fell prey to a green hag. Worry not, I am alive and well, but I have spent the last 2 years in her service. One day I will share what happened in that darkened cell, but not this day. Instead, I came to you with a warning. We have discussed hags before, but they of the night green or sea variety. They of the night green or sea variety, and how they are not to be trifled with. But even with all my research, I never truly understand what it meant to encounter one. Evil beings, hags, rely on magic, deceit, illusion, and even blackmail to lure their victims in. I knew this. I repeated it many times to you, dear reader, but I did not realize their charm, their allure. I did not know I would care to love her, that I would yearn to please her. She strung me along, tempting me with my wildest dreams. I thought myself clever, that I would be able to outmaneuver her. I once bested a Galbrizu. Surely I could handle a green hag, and she let me believe it, until she sprang her trap. Hags delighted in suffering, priding themselves on creating new and inventive ways to torture those in their care. And while I have escaped, I spend every waking moment in fear either her or one of her sisters will come for me. For a hag coven does not let even the smallest slight go unpunished. So I rescind my previous guides to dealing with hags, my suggestion for clever language and deceit. Instead, I offer those words: should you ever encounter a hag, run. Run, and pray she does not follow. I mean, fair. At Wares. This is the goblin drawing. Drawn is in thick charcoal lines upon an animal's skin. This childlike portrait depicts 3 stick figures: a goblin with sparks in its hand, a square humanoid figure, and what seems to be an elf, each of them wearing a simple crown. Okay, defeat the goblins. I'm gonna send that to camp. Send to camp. And then Hillcroft's blueprints. Precise arcs and neatly drawn lines from the blueprints of 3 weapons: a greatsword, sickle, and a dagger. Each length and angle is carved with exact measurements, and forging instructions are printed carefully along the bottom of the page, emphasizing an unusual ingredient: sulfur bark. The sulfur bark can only be applied to an ordinary unmodified blade. Finish the masterwork weapon. I think we can get the bark in... Why did we roll? Why was there a roll? I heard a roll. Sorry, I heard someone roll. Why did you roll? There's nothing over here. We're just going through our stuff. No, okay. Well, that gave me a minor heart attack. It's like when you're playing a game and the like fight music is starting, but you're just walking around and you're like, why is the fight music going? Why is the fight music going? Faded instructions. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, we read that. Let's see. A is for Azeroth and other gods. I think we already read this. Oh no, we didn't read this one. Liara, Lady of Deception, the goddess who wears many masks. Invoke her name, avoid perception. She hides her lies and secret tasks. For joy to Liara, to Leah. I hate when there's double L's. It's like Lloyd. It's so annoying. Like my poor little dyslexic mind is like la 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 la. If you've seen the Lego movie, it's the Ninja Lego movie. They actually talk about how the guy's name is Lloyd and it's Lloyd. But anyway, Liara, you must call and worship her through soul-felt dance, so find her presence in fest halls. Do not give idleness a chance. Levitar's pleasure is your pain, your scars are offering. Scourge or candle, whip or cane, you can your devotion bring. Let's see, Dwares, Atharath and other gods. Number 9, Black Snow. Okay, let's see what we have so far and get...
Time to press ahead.
I mean, there's definitely stuff that I want to buy. What level are we at, by the way? We're at level 3.
If they make it, they're slow, vulnerable. Half or more will die
Need to trouble you a jot.
I don't know if I'm gonna
What would it do for me to be troubled?
I don't know if we're going to do the sirens today or not. I know we're definitely going to do the basement with like shovel and stuff and get the book.
I have something to ask.
Need anything else?
Yeah, let me see your waiters.
Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need.
Yes, sir, I knew. Okay, let's do the barter system. Add wares to the offer. We got those gloves. Oh, why are you so expensive? I really want them. Okay, I'm gonna try to get them. I know those are only worth like 1, but hey, it'll help the situation. I'll get rid of that. Get rid of those. All this we're gonna read. Cutting board, cup, faded instructions, faded blueprints, fork. Do I think that these little bits and bobs are going to... Just a large bottle, okay. Get up to $600? No, I do not. What's that, water? I'm gonna keep that, because we might need that. Tanner's Delight. No, I want to keep the water. Give me the shoes. There we go. Okay. I just see spider exact, keep that. Pipe, keep that. Oh, I had 2 of those. Huh. No, I actually, that is the, I think we need that for later. Yeah. Yeah, shears. Spoon we can take. Fork, bucket, broom. Okay, and then, oh yeah, we can get rid of all this stuff. What does this do? Tarnish locket. This locket opens to reveal an intricate illustration of a stone tower. The words El Terrell, strength and unity are inscribed across the top. That was the bear sighting. We did read that. Lump's horn. Sound this horn to call Lump's frenzied band of orcs. Ogres, they will feast on anyone they can get their hands on. They have already been taken care of. Leather boots. I'm gonna keep that. Okay, that. I keep the ingot too. We might use that later. Okay, cool. So I do have enough. Do I have a shovel up here? I do, but I only need 1. Confirm. Let's keep that sword, because I'm probably gonna send it either to give it to Karlak or Lizel. Leave. No, keep that. Keep that. Smoke powder, yeah, keep that. Okay. Yeah, we can get rid of this, this, and this. And then we're gonna read all of the books. Okay, and then let me balance over with some of the gold. Okay, cool. I am gonna get my gloves. I just really like these gloves, okay? And I know that you can, there we go. I know that you can,
Sylvanus be with you.
use them, or I could use key points to deflect arrows, but I don't want to. There we go. Yay. Okay, and let's go by type, and then, oops. Is there any spells that Gale needs to learn? Blur, and I need 100 for those, and I don't have 100 coins right now, so I will go back to the village. We do also need to go into the ruins. At some point, it'll probably be a good idea, and then that's where the owl bear is. But let's finish up the blighted village for today. Okay. So let's raid in here. This is another reason that I wanted to sell a bunch of stuff, because I am now going to raid everything. Because why wouldn't I? There's a... I mean, let's be honest, I'm essentially a kleptomaniac in this game. Is there anything behind here? No. Oh, mirror. Can't reach this. Why not? Yeah, I'm essentially just like a kleptomaniac in this game. I will try to take everything and anything because we could use it for barter later. So why wouldn't I? Okay, let's go into this room and then I'll come back to this room because that's where most of the stuff is.
Something good here. I hope.
And we're just gonna keep raiding everything because I have problems.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
pretty much everything is just going to be taken because reasons. I have problems, alright? At least I'm not like going around and being like, I am just gonna walk around all encumbered. I do make it so I'm not encumbered, okay? um, but I mean, like, 1 gold can make a difference sometimes, and it does actually do the stuff. Okay, let's get everything in here. Like how we're just like, yeah, there's just dead goblins there. We're just gonna casually leave them there. I mean, in my defense, they did attack me, so. I can get all that. I should probably see if I can make anything. I know I can make health potions, I just don't know if I have all the ingredients right now. So I will check that in a bit. After I am done pillaging, I will check ingredients for... I will check the, I will check my stash for ingredients. Yes, I am stealing all the cauldrons. I know they're heavy, and I know they're only worth like 1 gold, but I want them, okay? It's just how it's gonna be. Don't judge me and my kleptomaniac ways. Up. Bottle. Bottle. Another bottle, please. And yes, I do want the cauldron as well. Can't pick up the scales. We can steal all those bottles. Don't worry, I'll send over some stuff to other people once we are out of this area and down in the basement. Why can't we take anything from the herbs hanging there? Come on, let me have that. I want the herb. Yay, herb. Gail, where are you going? Why are you just running around? Why is Gale just like, oh, that's Will now. I love how NPCs are like, I will follow you. I cannot follow you there. I will run around and skimper places. Okay, so we have gotten everything. Let me just move some things so I'm not as weighed down. So let's just move you over there, and move you over there, and move you over there, and move you. There we go. And 1 more cauldron. Thank you for holding those, Shadowheart. Okay, what did we pick up? Let's see. Apothecary Ledger. The ledger is filled with cultivation instructions for a range of medical plants. 1 entry is underlined, deliver specially requested plants to the cellar. Keep away from prying eyes. So there is probably stuff in the cellar. So add dwellers. And then Wonders of Vandalin. In this year, 950 DR, there could hardly be more prosperous and fortune towns than Paladin. Faladilver's pact has brought prosperity to the land, splitting the wonders of Wave Echo Cave between gnomes and dwarves. The town now boasts thriving communities of both peoples living and working together in harmony. We have also tempted human spellweavers from all across the north to our town, who are happy to work side by side with the allies of Philadelphia's pact. Mayor Elderleaf invites you to come and witness his miracle yourself. See the powers being uncovered in the forge of spells and the prosperity this power brings. Dare say Neverwinter will soon have a new rival of the title Jewel of the North. Okay, so add to wares. Okay, so we picked up, and those are just things that we still need to read, which we will. Don't worry. We'll slowly just read through those. Okay, let's go down into the cellar. Yay! Adventure. Okay. Darkness. Okay, I don't have do I have dark vision? Do I have dark? Yeah, I have dark vision. Yay! Who does not have dark vision? Gale and Will do not have dark vision. Okay, let's start picking things up. We must explore. I will take everything, please. Oh yeah, I do need to go and see. After I'm done pillaging, I'm gonna see if I can, what I can make. Because I think I have a healing spell. So I should probably, if I have that and I could use it, then I definitely will. I like how some of this stuff is like, yeah, no, there's nothing here. You can't take anything. And you're like, but I want it. How dare you? Give me the quill. No, I already looked at that. Okay. I've done this corner. Let's go over here to this corner. Yes, I will take the photo. Cool, lots of healing potions. We definitely needed those. There we go. For the people who have no vision right now. Aw, why can't I add it to my inventory? But I want it. I must steal everything. Alright, let's go over here. What do you mean I can't reach that? But I'm like standing in front of it. Ah, okay. Fine. Fine. I do appreciate that they're just like, yeah, you're... Oh, no, I don't want to talk to Will right now. What do you make of Raphael?
It brings to mind a story. The Devil with the Silver Tongue. An old fairy tale my father read to me. The kind with a hero, a villain, and a moral. A farmer made a deal with the devil, so the story goes. In exchange for the farmer's dearest fruit, the devil granted him a bottomless coin purse. The farmer's dearest fruit, naturally, was no apple nor peach, but his beloved daughter. We can learn a lot from fairy tales. Don't you think?
With the right teacher, yes. What are your thoughts on the devil, Will? Get to the point. You mean Raphael? We should at least consider his offer given our circumstances. Sure. Spare me the preambles. I have no intention of bargaining with the likes of him. With the right teachers, yes.
Refuse him. No matter how tempting the offer, no matter how delicious the feast he lays out for you, the cost will be too great.
Don't worry, I have no interest in the devil's deal. He spoke of a curse. We have to at least hear him out. No cost is too great if it gets rid of this infection. Don't worry.
That's because you still have hope. But when he becomes your last hope, remember this. He'll require of you only what you're least ready to part with, and then require more still. You might think you'd give up anything for a cure, but the devil won't take just anything. He'll take everything.
I feel like you are talking from experience, Will. I don't want to ask him anything else right now. Let's see, let me just finish the stitch. Okay, there we go. And we are trying. Right now, we are pilfering. Now, Will was in my way. Of course, there's nothing there. Got that. Gail, you also are in my way. No, I don't want to talk to him.
How can I help?
That part of the cure is why make it so
The
difficult.
instructions were easy enough, weren't they? If slightly elaborate. I find that a healthy amount of theatrics, a voice from the beyond, a magic flute, a friendly, if highly combustible magma method, tends to make for a more compelling case. If nothing else, I'm sure I piqued your curiosity.
I was wondering, that condition of yours, why does it require magic? What does it make? What do you make having a vampire in our camp? I need you to remain at camp for a while now. Okay. Okay, everyone, please go over here. Well, I pilfer bottles. Thank you. Alrighty. Let's get this all out. Yes. Give me all the things. I need all the things. I like how you can steal bed linens and like bedrolls and stuff, and then you're still sleeping on these like horrible like bedrolls in your camp, and you just can't use them or anything. They're just there. Yes, give me all of that. I will use you. Okay. Incense. Mortar, cutting board. Yes. Okay. Now I go over here, and then I just have that desk to go through. Ooh, what are you? Healer's log. Patient, Samson, occupation blacksmith, malady gout. Comment, Samson's become accustomed to the good life since he acquired that new apprentice. I gave him tinctures of autumn crows, caucus, and told him to avoid red meat and ale. At least they know the cure for gout. Patient, Bradley, occupation Cooper, malady large wood splinter in hand. Splinter removed, wound clean, doused in balsam ointment and bandaged. Patient Timic, occupation none, child. Let's see, malady swallowed, bottle cork, no hardness or blockage in the stomach. The cork should pass without causing harm. I gave lad a stern warning. Patient Dita, apprentice blacksmith, minor burns to the face and hands, another burn for Samson's eager young apprentice. The usual treatment was applied, but I urged her to slow her pace at work before she inflicts real harm on herself. Okay, let's grab that. Potion of healing recipe. Let's see, this small recipe has helped me through a lot. Without my scales, my hide smarts and tears with the slightest touch. Well, it has never healed me fully. Every drop soothes. I hope it might simultaneously soothe whatever ails you. Someone has filled the rest of the page with repetitive, why is it always healing potions? This goddamn primitive village. And the occasional, someday I'll kill that mongrel of a master. Luckily, the recipe itself is still mostly legible. Recipe for 1 healing potion. Extracts needed, salts of Mongol rose morsels, suspension of myrglass. Method, stir the suspension until the vortex forms, carefully tip in the salts, keep stirring until the salts dissolve and the solution takes on a red hue. And keep in mind, when in doubt, the alchemy, just recall the rule of 3. Trace the same ingredient, form the exact extract. Okay, so I'm also going to pick you up. Elixir of poison resistance. Suspicious poison. It looks like a health potion. I don't know if it is, but maybe. More health potions. Okay, bottle. Okay. Yep, sensible. I want you. Give me. Okay, and then we need to pick up this stuff. And let's see. And I'll grab that. Okay, so I already did all that over here. Let's go over here.
Something over there.
Pick up. Alright, so let me just get the rest of this and then we will go into the cavern. Let me grab this stuff. Yes, I know I'm encumbered. I will fix that as soon. So, we are actually gonna end. I want to get the books. We'll actually end there for today. If you have any questions about what I am knitting, or you want information about the yarn or the pattern I'm using, all the information is going to be down in the description below. If you have any tips or tricks or kind of, actually let's, before we go in here, let me make it so that it's not as heavy. We can drop the wooden crate. And see, and then we can get rid of the potion, the bronze keg. I'm just gonna make everyone else start carrying shit. Okay, but yeah, I think that is where we're gonna stop today. Yeah, if you have any recommendations for how to defeat Baldur's Gate in honor mode, or for any of the other games I'm playing, please let me know down in the comments. And yeah, next time we will go through this cave and try to get that creepy book. So I'll see you guys next time. Okay, yeah, bye.